What do you think, Mom? Does that look better? It looks like it's much better on my iPad this time than it was. Hi, Meg. Better? Hi, Cheryl. Yay! Is it better? I think it's better. It looks like it's better. It looks better to me. Let me know if you think it looks better to you. My iPad says it looks better. Okay. So let me real quick say these are the magnets we're going to use tonight for the project. This is the paper I've picked out. And really here, but could be Facebook. Yeah, it could be. So this is the project. I'm going to lay it down real quick. Give it a second to focus. Does it look better to you, hon? Do you think the light helps? Honey's trying to, Dale's trying to adjust the lights. Hopefully that will make it better. But we're going to try to run with it and hope it does well. Let's try again. Yes, yes. No sound. What the hey, man? It should. Okay. Does that help with sound? Because it looks like it's picking up the sound now. Is that better? I'm trying to see if mine will give me sound on my iPad. But then I'm going to hear myself talking. You can't hear, huh? Hello? Yeah, I can't hear on my iPad either. What's up with that? All right. So I don't know. We're having some crazy luck tonight. Honey, can you make sure that you can hear? I'm trying to turn my phone up all the way. Let me know if that helps. I think sometimes if my phone's turned down, it doesn't work as well. Is that better? Give me a thumbs up if that's better. If you can hear me.
I can hear you loud and clear on the computer.
Okay, great. Okay, awesome. So this is this mandala stencil we have that I did with colored pencils on Cooper's birthday party day. I thought it was fun and cute, so I thought I'd share it. But the reason I pulled out this is because this is what we're going to make tonight. So this is actually a magnet in there. It's a bookmark with magnets inside. So and it's really strong magnet, so it'll hold a lot. It'll hold on a lot of pages. So it's pretty cool, and I really like it. I posted it. I got a lot of people liked it, so I thought I would show you how I made it tonight. So that's my plan, and we talked last night about doing the cricket, so I chose this little girl because she'll fit on that size bookmark better than this one. So that's why we're going to do this one tonight from Lucky Critters. So tonight I decided to try a different skin tone. I haven't actually done this particular one, so if I have to switch colors out, bear with me. Yay, Renska! So I'm going to try with E000 and then E37, E35, E34, and E00. And this is going to give her a fairly dark skin tone. So not all the way dark, but a little bit darker than we're used to. And then when I do her cheeks with a darker tone, I usually use the R12 instead of the R11. So I'm going to use that one. Hold tight. I'm going to switch my, since I have more markers now, I'm going to switch my little stand here so I have double stands. Okay, and then still D. I don't know what that means. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start coloring her a little bit. So this is E000. Hopefully everything is better. Still frozen. You feel like Elsa. I feel like Elsa. That's funny. You made me laugh. This is my E000. I'm going to go ahead and color, and maybe the slow movement of the camera will help get things back into place. I was working really hard tonight. She can't hear. That's such a bummer. Can you tell her to go out and come back in? Maybe that will help, because it seems to be helping everyone else. Yes, on and off. You mean cross-eyed? I'm going to do her face first, and then I'll do her arms, just because this is a new skin tone color for me, and if I need to mess around with it, I don't want to be trying to do all of it at one time. So I'm going to go to E37 and I'm going to just go around where I want the darkest shadowing to be. So I'm going to do a little bit underneath her glasses here. And you guys know from last night, I like to do the second color inside the glasses. I don't like the glasses to be really dark. So there we go. There's not a whole lot of this color because they're pretty small. And then hopefully Michelle can get on. I hope so. E35 is next. And I can move these in the camera a little bit more if she needs to see the colors again when she comes back on. E35, this is the one that I'll go into her glasses. It's still going to be a little bit on the dark side. On the dark side. But I feel like it's a little bit less under the glasses. I'm going to start building her head around here like this. There we go. So the next one is E34, and I'm thinking I might need to add one more to this, but we'll have to see after this one how it goes. But let's go ahead and blend from here. This one's going to be significantly lighter, and it's more of the true color. So
Facebook had issues today going down.
Yeah.
So there might be some residual effects that you're experiencing streaming through their platform.
Oh, okay. Dale says that Facebook had some issues today, so there's potential for residual effects from that on the live tonight. So it's not us.
It's Facebook.
It's Facebook. So hopefully it won't be too frustrating for you guys, but you can always come back and watch it on YouTube as well. Okay, I think I am going to add 33 to this combination. So it's really going to be a 6 combination. So I'm going to go ahead and add in E33. I feel like I need just a little bit more. E33 is pretty close to E34, but just slightly lighter. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that on here. And then I'm going to try to go to E00 and see how that goes. You have 4 times. How about if I throw my phone against the wall? So that's LOL. Okay, so we're going to use, see, I think we're going to need a darker color than this E00 to blend this color out. So don't think it's going to work with this E00. So I think it's going to have E00, and then we're going to have to touch it with E31. No! So here goes E31. There we go. And now I'm going to go one more time with E00. It's a little bit of a back and forth when you're making the skin tone, just because you want to make sure that the colors blend really well together. But before I do that, I'm going to put her a little bit of blush on her cheeks. So I'm using this R12 just to make her super happy. And then I'm going to come in with this E00 and just blend this out just a little bit. And I think that'll look really cute. I think I got a little bit of a washout going on right here. It's a little bit hard to see. So I'm going to come back in my 33 and blend that out. I warned you at the beginning, I didn't know if this color was going to work real well, but it's pretty good, but it's not great. But we can make it work. Make her look really tan. She's super cute. I like her. I'm pretty happy with her. Oh, I can't get these caps. Must be putting them on the wrong end. Can't get these caps stick on this silly marker. Okay, so going back to my E000, because we're going to do her arms now. I just thought we'd try a different skin tone since we usually do the same one or close to the same one. I am going to do her arm through the little cage because it'll be open. Yay! You're here and you can hear. Yay! Okay, so to get this color to blend really well, we have to go in and out with a few different colors. So if it's not what you want, keep going until you get it where you want it. I'm going to put this darkest one in the shadow areas, which would be right around this cage and underneath it. And then her bottom hand, where she's holding the cage. I like to put a little mark right where her elbow is, just to kind of show that bend. Yay, I'm so glad you finally got it to work. So what I was saying, Michelle, that you missed while you were out is that my husband said that Facebook was having some issues today, so there could be some residual effects from that. So it's not us. And so that should... hopefully it'll get better. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. But if not, you can always catch it on the repeat on YouTube. Either my hubby's talking to someone or he's listening to me in the living room. He's worried about you guys being able to hear. So E34, kind of blend that out. Hey, honey? I think he's watching TV and it's loud out there. Repeat's not as fun. Yeah, I know. It's not. But if you want to color and to copy the coloring or look to practice the coloring, you can always go catch that part. So, Dale,
Yeah.
are you watching TV?
Look at someone.
Okay, it's loud.
Okay.
So I'm just blending these colors. It's a little bit, he's so sweet. We can hear just still a little blurry on and off. Yeah, I think that's going to be a problem. But we're just going to bear with it. When I do this skin tone color, when I'm mixing these up, it's a little bit of a different process because these colors don't blend as easily to make a skin tone as the other ones do. So you have to work with it a little bit, move it around, play with it, go back and forth. This is the 31. I think I'm going to go over her face one more time because I feel like it needs just a little bit more smoothness. So when you do that, you don't want to go over it too much. So if I go back over it again, I want to just do one clean little sweep because I don't want to do too awful much on there because then it'll make it be even more blurry. But did you see how that kind of cleared it up just a little bit? And I did it after it dried so it could layer it up being slightly darker. What did I do with my E00? Oh, here it is. So my E00, I'm going to put this one just right over top of these. Now, in order to get the same color as the face, if this lightens it up, we may have to go over those as well. But I think it looks pretty good. You're not good with darker skin. It takes practice. I think it's a little bit more challenging than doing the regular skin tones for me, because you can use so many different colors to mix them up. So see how we need just a little bit more right here in the arm because it's not real smooth. So we're just kind of letting it dry a little bit, and then we'll come back in with the E31 and go over that part, just one more clean little sweep, and that should help it come together the way we want. It takes a lot of practice, but I've done a lot of darker skin tones before, so I'm kind of a little more used to it. I can't remember who asked me, here's the E31 again. I can't remember who asked me to do the purple tone that I did on her shirt on my card when I was showing my cards. So I think I'm going to pull that purple tone in. See how much better that looks? It just smoothed it right out. I'm going to use some purple colors tonight, but we're also going to give her blonde hair because someone asked for blonde hair last night. So we're going to work on some blonde hair, and although she going to look tan, you're not good with darker skin. It just takes practice. It really does. I'm going to grab one of these little things I have so I can pick a quick hair tone. 23, Y23, 21, and Y11. I'm going to tell you, when I do blonde hair, I like to end the blonde hair with Y11. She's not on tonight for the hair. Maybe we should go with a different color then. We could do pink or purple or yellow or blue. What do you guys think? Why don't you guys tell me? What color do you want me to do? You're right, she's not on tonight. So the first one who picks hair color and it pops up on the screen, that's what color I'm doing. And remember, we're going to do some purple in her clothes, so we want to try to maybe be a little close to that tonight. I might have to start working on that little bug while I'm waiting for you guys pink if her outfit is purple. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do pink hair. Okay, let's do really pink hair. Why not, right? So, since I'm just going to randomly pick it, I'm going to choose and swatch. So, I'm trying to decide if I want to use RV29. Yeah, I think I do. So I'm going to start with RV29 as my darkest shade. And then I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go to RV25. So the reason I do my swatching like this is so I can make sure that these two blend really well together. So I'm not going to have any problems trying to get rid of those lines. And this is going really well so far. And then I think I'm going to pop down to RV14. Oh, wait, that's almost the same. Look how close that was. We can't do that. So let's go to 25. Let's try RV. Let's try RV04 if I can pick up the right colors out of my... Oh, I kind of like that. Let's use that. And then I need one more because I think that it needs to be, maybe I'll use this one. We should do gray. Yeah, we should do gray one night. I agree. I think this one's going to wash the hair out, but it'll do really good with highlights. So this is, I'm going to start again. This is the RV29. And then this is the RV25. I really like that. This is the RV04. It's a pretty big jump. It's going to be really pink hair. And then this is RV02, which is significantly lighter. And I'm not really sure I love it. But let's try the fluorescent. Maybe it will be better. Oh, yes, let's do that. Okay. We're going to use the fluorescent. So here's what I got. Now, I know you guys might not be able to read this so well. Let me turn them around so you can read them. And I'll leave the RV02 just in case I need it. But we have RV29, 25, RV04, FRV1, and RV02. This will give us a really strong pink. I can try gray hair. I have not done gray hair, so I'm not really sure. But you know me, I'll try anything. RV29. And we're going to start by putting her just some little brush strokes right here close to her glasses. And right close to her head. Oh, this is going to be pretty. Pretty, pretty. And I'm going to do this part under here just with the darkest color because it's hidden so far underneath her neck that it would be dark. Then I'm going to do just some brush strokes from the top to kind of show the angle of the hair. And then I'm going to do just a little bit up here as well. There we go. So now we have our base color RV29. And then RV25, it's just going to start getting brighter and brighter. I do this one along that artist drawn line. When I start coming out with this color, you're going to see how much brighter this color is. Hi, Tanya. We can definitely do gray hair sometime. I promise to try to work that in sooner rather than later. So there we go. RV04 is the next one. And this one's going to change to really, really bright pink. And then we're going to put that fluorescent color in there. Woo, is her hair going to stand out? I'm going to like it. I love crazy hair. Clearly, because mine is very purple. Okay, here comes the fluorescent. Oh, look at that. Look at how bright that fluorescent pops that hair. And because we don't want her head to look like it's glowing, we'll come back with the RVO2 and just soften it just a tad. But I kind of like it. It's pretty darn cool. We don't need her glowing though, for sure. I'm going to use this one, and then I think I'm going to go back in with RV25 just to put some more of those hair strands back in there. They kind of got washed away with those light colors, so I'm just going to use this one to kind of bring some of that back in there. But we're going to leave it pretty bright. I like it like that. But then again, I like really bright hair. I think if I didn't like purple so much, I would have pink hair. I'm going to touch the fluorescent one more time up here, because I feel like that needs to be smoothed out a little bit. And here, and here, and here, and there. Oh, maybe I'll just do it all. Why not? Okay, so now she has really bright pink hair. It's so cute too. I like it. Okay, so we have very bright pink hair. And then we're going to try to do that purple tone that I did. And I'm pretty sure I used V28, 25, and 22. I think because these aren't so bright, they sometimes get looked over. They don't really look purple on the outside. But this is actually eggplant. So I'm going to do under her hair here and on her shoulders. And then up here and under here. And I think I might have added another purple color to make it really stand out, but I'll have to decide that as we go, because I don't know. Sometimes I don't remember exactly what colors I used, but sometimes I do. Okay, and then 25 is pale blackberry, so it should bring it more on a purple. Yep, exactly what I thought it was going to do. So it starts off on this very dark purplish color that almost looks like a black tone and purple. And then this purple brings out that really bright, maybe not really bright, but for this color. And look how soft that is. It's much softer than the deep dark purple I usually do. Here's V22. So this one kind of does the same. So I go over it once, and I know it's not smooth, so I'm going to give it a little bit of time to dry because I want it to be just a little bit darker than what it is, and I don't want to wash out all this dark color. So I'm going to go ahead and keep working the shirt, and then I will go back over it a second time because that'll make the shade a little bit darker. And look at the magic. Did you see how much better that did on the second go round? So sometimes I'll do that second layer to get that to smooth out rather than working it to death all at one time. So instead of just going over and over and over and over and over, I wait, let it dry, and then come back and do it again. And it becomes much more smooth and pretty. It's funny that in the camera it looks like it's got spots on it, but it really doesn't. I think I'm going to try to hold it up to the camera a little bit closer so you guys can really see it. But that purple, I really like that color too. And if you want it to be a little darker, you could go over it again. It's just kind of up to you how you want to do that. I think I'm going to give her purple shoes too. So I'm going to come back in with the V28 right here. Like, kind of like maybe she just has socks on instead of shoes. If you like to make up a story, make up a story. Hi, Lena. And then the last one is V22, and that's the one that we're going to just touch the little tip of her shoe. We're going to give it a second to dry. You can blow on it a little bit if you want. Then we're going to touch it one more time just to darken it up a little bit. So I like that, and I think I'm going to make her pants like I think we need more of a darker color to come through, so I think I'm going to do her pants in a black tone. But I think I'm going to do them in the ends. So N6, nope, N7, N7, 6, 5, 4, 3. That's what I'm going to do. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So I want to make her pants a little bit darker, but I'm going to make the outside of this little guy, I think I'm going to do that brown, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm going to wait and do the jeans first because I might want to make the outside of the cage black to match her pants. So I'm just starting to fill in wherever the shadow areas would be. So that was N7 and this is N6. And I'm going to start building out from where I put the 7 with the 6. Building it out just a little bit further. And then I'm going to move to N5. And this one is the center one, so it's going to get a little more love. It's going to be more like the true color. I'm going to use a little bit more of this one. I'm also going to finish out that underside part. There we go. And then I'm going to move on to N4. Thanks for hanging in there with me, guys, when the Facebook was not doing my recording very well. But thank you for hanging out with me through that ordeal. Okay. And I'm going to go back in with N5 real quick and touch right here because I blended that out a little bit too much before I go in with my N3, which is going to really be lighter and kind of wash out. So I have to be careful when I use that. Just like I did with the hair and the skin, I have to be a little bit cautious with that. And because it's moving the color a lot, I'm going to go back in one more time with N4 and just kind of take a little bit of that washout off and leave her jeans like that. So kind of going a little back and forth. I think we will make his little cage black. Hi, Deb. So I'm going to start with N7, and I'm just going to do the edges and the bottom really tiny line there. And this one I'm going to do the top. And then I'm going to skip from N7 to N5. What is the board I'm using? It's called a standard script. It's a sticky mat, and I got it at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. And you can use it over and over. It's pretty neat, and it was really cheap. So I think there's some other places that sell them. If you know, I think there's some other places that sell them. They're probably better than this, but I just bought a few of these. So I thought, well, I'll just use it for a while and then throw it away when it's no good anymore. N4 is the last color I'm going to use, so I only use 3 this time. And I'm going to blend that out so it leaves a little bit of lightness. And then we got to do our little cricket. We're going to do him green for sure. And I'm going to make him a bright green, I think, because I like him bright, bright green. Nice. 17, 23, 21. I think I need one more. Maybe I'll go with 63. So this is going to move around a little bit. These are the colors I chose. YG 17, 63, 23, 21. So it's going to be a pretty bright cricket. I don't know that I need this many colors because he's so tiny, but we're going to do it anyway. So I'm going to put the part that's closest to her and the underside of his body, his little feet, and maybe where his little legs cross over here, and a little bit on that one little arm. So he's teeny tiny. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more so you can really see this little cricket. And then this 63 is going to be a darker color, so I'm really just going to do it up from his belly. So I want to kind of keep his belly a little bit darker than the rest of him. So I'm just doing kind of the bottom side of him with this dark color. And then I'll start brightening him up with the YG23, and I'm just going to go up from where I left off on the bottom of the cricket. And that little cricket hand. And then I'm going to do the top part of him in this YG21, which is going to kind of move him into a yellowish color. So I am going to do it from the other end because I want to keep it that brighter color. So I'm going to start from the white area and move down into. And there we go. And see how cute he looks? He almost looks like he's glowing, just like her hair. Super cute. I really like him. It's so cute. So let me hold him up so you can see him. He's really cute, huh? So I'm gonna take it off of the mat now that we have it all colored up. So I just put something under it and just kind of lift it up off the mat. Usually comes up pretty easily. I'm gonna zoom back out so you guys can see a little better. And then I take this cover and put it back on like that. And then I just put it away and use it later. Just keep using it over and over again. I love it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a magnetic bookmark. I think I'm going to do one more thing, just because I can't help myself. I'm going to take this YG23 that we used on the bug, And I'm going to take the chisel end and I'm just going to go over the bug word. I think it'll make the bug stand out and it's cute. So, one lucky bug. That'll just change my sentiment up just a little bit. I like it, so. Hi, Chris. I just wanted to change it up just a little bit. So it kind of matches with my bug, but still has a little bit of green on there. I like it. Okay, so now we have to choose what color bookmark we want. So these are just scrap papers I just had. And hi, Angela. And I thought one of them's going to work with this bug. And then we'll pick the accent paper, which I have all these glitters and there's colors on the other side so we can just play around with them. So we have blue, not that one. And I don't think yellow is going to go either. So we have purple or green or blue, and I don't know why I think blue looks good, but I think it does. Or pink. What do you guys think? You got your cute birds today? Yay! What do you guys think? Green? Blue? I don't know. What do you think? You like the green? Okay, we're going with the green then. Green it is. Okay. Green it is. And then we have to pick one of these colors. So this one has green in it. I like that side better. This one has green and purple in it. So it's kind of, I think it's better than this one. And then we have this one that's just green. But I think I like that one better. And then we have this pink one. Not that one. So that one it is. Okay, so we're going to do green, and we're going to do, I'm going to see if I can, I think that's as far as I can zoom out. All right. So here is the trick. Are you guys ready? Okay, so I have my trimmer, and I'm going to tell you the measurements. So the first thing you have to do is you have to cut this paper to 8.5. Oh, I can't even do that on this because it's not wide enough. So I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to cut this paper to 8.5 because that's how big the bookmark is. And I actually have my score on here, so I got to switch it to my cutter. So bear with me for 1 second. Okay, so I'm measuring this to 8.5. And then I'm just going to cut it off. So now it's 8.5. And it needs to be by 2 1/4. So 8.5 by 2 1/4. So I'm gonna just cut this off. All right. So now I have it the right size that I need, and then I need to score it at 4 1/4, just like a card. You need to score it at 4 1/4, which is right smack down the middle of this. So now we have something that looks like this. This is what we're looking for. Hold tight. I need to grab one more green piece of paper because we have to do the insides, and we're going to need the green for that. I believe I have one right here. More scraps. I have lots of scraps. That's everyone's favorite new release. Hee hee. I would love to know the answer to that. So now I'm going to show you the one that I made already that we talked about earlier. And on the inside, aw, thanks, Mama. You have to cover up the magnet. So I'm going to need pieces of the same color on the inside so you can't really tell that it's a magnet in there. So in order to do that, we need these to be two inches wide. So I'm going to cut this piece of paper. Oh my goodness, I got to change my blade again. At least I don't have to change my tool. Okay. So two inches, that's that one. And then I need it by 4 inches. So I have to cut 2 of them by 4 inches. So I have them for the inside like this. So it'll cover up the magnet. And I'll show you how we're going to do that. So there we go. We need 2 that are 2 by 4. And we need 1 that's 8.5 by 2 1/4 and scored halfway. And then we decided to use this paper. I need 2 of these. So we're going to have to choose another one that looks like that one, like that one. We'll put it on the back. Because one on the front, one on the back. So I need it to be, I hope I made this big enough. I mean, I hope this is big enough. Otherwise, I'm going to have to take out some other paper. It's good enough. So 4 by 2 is what I would do on the outside. This one's a little bit off, but I think it's okay. So I'm going to actually do some weird stuff right now. I'm going to cut it a little bit at 4.5. And then I'm going to turn it around because I want the purple and the green on there. That way I get just the piece that I want, which is the blue going into the purple. It's large enough, yes. Yeah, I like this set too. And then this one, I'm going to cut at 4 because it's all the same. So now I have a piece for the front and a piece for the back. And this is going to go together way easier than you guys think. I bet you'll be surprised. So now what I learned when I did the other one was it was a lot easier to use black foam instead of white foam. So I'm going to show you what that means. I have this stuff here at my desk. So instead of using the Sweet Pops, which I did use on the other one, and then I just used my black marker and like tried to make them black. So I thought this time we'll use this black foam tape that I have that I never use. Hi, Lily. And we'll use this so you won't be able to really notice it when you flip over the side. So that was my sample, but this we're going to be making it into this one this time. Okay, so first we're going to fold this in half. And I'm going to use my espresso to get that folded in half for me. And then I'm going to open it back up, and I'm going to place my design on the front. I want to make sure it's in the direction I want, which I think it is. Okay, so I'm just going to take this and I'm going to glue it onto my front. Just like this. I'm going to center it on there. Mine was a little bit too short than the 2 inches, so I have a little bit more border on mine, but it's fine. I'm okay with that. Okay, and then I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to put the other end on there. So this is the other piece. So I'm decorating both sides, so no matter how you look at the bookmark in the book, at least there's some decoration on each one. So I'm going to place this on here, just like I did the other one. The Barely Art glue gives me a second to like move it around and make sure I have it centered where I want, and then when it sticks, it sticks. Okay, so here's the only tricky part. This is where we are going to use the magnets, if I can find out what happened to them. Here they are. Okay, so I have these two little magnets, and I bought these on Amazon. They're really sticky, but you have to make sure that you have them going in the right direction so they stick together. So because this is the part that sticks to that one, I'm going to put some glue on the back of it. I want to make sure I got my front on my front and my back on my back. And I'm going to put it just about, you know, maybe a quarter of the way up. And I'm going to press it down. I want it to really stick before I move on to the next step. So I'm just going to hold it down for a minute. Give it a second to really stick. I can see the glue right now, so it's not dry yet. And you want to choose like some sticky foam or whatever that's the same height as your battery. So you don't want to do it thicker than your battery. So see, this is about the same width as my battery.
It's a magnet.
What?
It's a magnet.
Magnet, not a battery. Sorry, magnet. You're right. Thank you, honey. Okay, so this is really cool stuff. I can just rip it apart. I don't know why I was stuck on battery, but yes, it is a magnet. I think my paper's a little bit smaller this time. I'm going to put a little bit there, and I'm going to make some little pieces to put around the magnet. I don't know why I was calling it a battery. I'm a crazy person. It looks like a battery to you. Oh my goodness. Me and my silly self. I guess I'm just tired. I've been working really hard today. Trying to work on our make and take for the expo. You know, creating a die for it. It takes a lot of work. And I was working really hard. Okay, so I'm just putting these pieces in here because I want this to really stick. But I don't want to stick it all the way up. I just want to do it at the bottom part where the battery is. I mean, oh my gosh, where the magnet is. So it will kind of do this little, it'll be flat here. And it'll lift up a little bit here. And I don't know why I keep calling that a battery. All right, so I'm going to put glue on the top part of this real quick. And then I'm going to peel off the backs of these. And yes, I know that my magnet is stuck here. But the other one is not. So don't worry. I have a method to my madness so that they will line up easily. So you're not trying to figure that out. And then I'm going to lay this where I want it here. And when I have it lined up, I'm going to press it here, and then I'm going to use my espresso to press it down right here. Because I want that glue to stick really good. And then I'm going to press it here. Now the cool part is that I can take this magnet now, and I can stick it on there, and I'll know exactly where it is. So I put a little bit of glue on this side. This is kind of funny. And then I lay this over exactly where it would be. Now it won't pick it up, but it will mark it exactly where it needs to be. So I take the magnet from here and put it over here. That way I know exactly where it needs to be in order to line up. Now, because I picked this one up and the glue might not be as sticky, before I stick the other sheet over it, I will definitely put a little bit more glue on the top. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take this sticky stuff here. I'm going to place it down here. And then my little pieces, I'm going to stick those in between. I'm going to put one up here. And then this one in between. And then I just need 2 more small pieces for right there. This is coolness, right? And these are really great too. I mean, I don't have any kids at home, but if you have kids that have school books and reading and stuff, these are really great. If you even have flatter batteries, I mean, oh my God. If you have flatter magnets, then it's easy. It's even easier. But I have to pop mine up because my batteries are thicker, but I like that they're stronger. Oh my God, my magnets. Oh my geez, what is wrong with me tonight, you guys? I have batteries stuck in my head. I don't know why. Probably because I thought about lighting this up instead of doing this, and I was going to play with the lights, and then I would be using a battery, but I decided to show this instead. I'm going to make bookwork. Yes, exactly, you can. I mean, I made these a long time ago for my kids, but hadn't made one in a really long time. And then there was a challenge out there in a group. This group had a challenge, like the roulette wheel challenge. I don't know if you guys have heard of that, but it's a live that they do, and they choose what you have to use, and it was a bookmark and a bunny and some swag and whatever. So I made my my little swag bunny here, and I said, "How you doing?" That was Dale's idea to say, "How you doing?" So now, when it comes together, it really sticks. You can fit a lot of pages in between there. It's pretty awesome. I love it. It's a little thick because the magnets are thick, but if you have thinner magnets, then you'll be okay with it. And then I'm going to put some glue on my sweet girl.
And if you're eating snacks while reading a book, you can use it as a chip clip.
Dale says if you're eating snacks while you're reading your book, you can use it as a chip clip too on your snacks. So then I place her on here, and I'm going to open this up so I can press her down with my espresso to make sure she sticks in there really good. Now I could have stuck her before I put the magnet on there, but either way, she'll stick. She's a good girl. She'll stick just good. And then I'm going to take this sentiment, and I'm going to put a little bit on there. And I'm going to say, "Man, you're one lucky bug." Right here. I think it's cute. I think you could put anything you wanted on there, and little kids would just love it so much. Little bookmarks like this. I kind of made it up. I don't know if anybody else makes them out there, but I kind of made it up. I thought it was really cute. I hesitate to use these because they're so much higher. I mean, they're still pretty flat, so you could, but I have these little hearts from Doodlebug Design, and they're way more flat than the other ones. So I've decided to use these. So I think I'm going to use the pink ones because her hair is pink and it's cute. And I don't have enough purple ones to use purple. So maybe I'll use pink and purple. But it's really cute, huh? And so easy to make. Look how quick we did that. It didn't take that long. It's really simple to make. And I'll tell you the measurements one more time at the end if you want to do it yourself at home. If you want to remake it, plus then you'll have the measurements for sure. You can watch them on watch it on YouTube to grab the measurements. And then I'm going to use the purple ones from here. So it's going to have 3 on there. Clearly, I like purple because all the purple ones are gone. Now, these are the last 2 purple ones. And it matches her shirt so good. Maybe I'll put it here. So then it's not really, it's still pretty flush with the project, so it's totally fine. Because you don't want to put anything too big because then it'll like indent in your book. But if it's pretty flat, and it worked pretty good with this one, that's where my purple ones went. And I figured since it went pretty good on that one, then it would go pretty good on this one. But look how cute this is. And I used all scrap paper that I had left over from other projects. So a way to use your scraps. So again, the full length of it is 8.5. And then the width of it is 2 1/4. And then I scored it at 4 1/4. So 8.5, half of that's 4 1/4. And then this sheet, the background sheets and the inside sheets are all the same size. So they are 4 inches long by 2 inches wide. And you do 2 in the same color as the outside. And then 2 in whatever pattern paper you want. And then add magnets. Can you tell I was doing oxides today? Look at my hands, still look like craziness. So anyway, that's how you make, and it really holds really good. So it's very, very strong. You hear it? Anyway, that is how you make this quick little bookmark that I made the other day. People saw it. They said, oh, it's so cute. This one, I made them the same size. I didn't make it shorter on the inside, but I kind of like it better like this. But this one's the same way. So I wanted to make a bookmark. I thought this was super fun. It's super easy and really quick. And you can, all your little stamps fit on here. The one that didn't, which is why I chose the cricket in the cage, because this one I would have had to, like, he would have barely fit on there. So I didn't want to do that one, so I did this one. But you could also put the little girl with the bunny. You could even put this girl with the bunny. She'll fit too. So any of these stamps that we have, or the birds, or, so any kinds of ideas that you have. And this is the color shirt that someone asked me to do off of this one. So that was the color. So I like it. I hope you guys like that. I hope you guys try it out. Make sure that you post your picture of it if you try it out in the group. There's a new skin tone color for you that we did tonight. And I'm sorry we had a rocky start, but we had a great finish. It was super fun. So if you guys have any questions, reach out. Otherwise, I'm going to post it to YouTube tonight. And if you're watching on YouTube, then make sure you thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I will be back here again tomorrow night with something else, 9:30 Central Time. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.